Marshmallow Fanboy back with a special Halloween edition. You can tell it's Halloween edition because I said it extra spooky. I got on the Disney toy store. I was just looking around for kind of new action figures. A thing I like to search for is Droid Factory because they have some of these special edition sort of things where they're anniversary droids or they're theme droids like Christmas or Halloween or Easter or Pride or I can't think of any other anniversary holiday, Halloween, Pride, and I don't think they ever did an Easter one. Maybe those are the four things. So every once in a while you get something Droid Factory that's themed, and that droid doesn't exist in any of the entertainment, but it's special for this. Right now they have a Walt Disney 70th anniversary droid, and they have that in the 3 3/4 size, and they have it in the large remote control interactive kind of Droid Factory that you put together at the park. Really cool. I wish they had these themed droids for the Star Wars Black Series. I think that would be a hot seller because the Black Series tends to. I don't know if it sells better. I don't want to say that, but I don't know. I don't know if it sells better. They wouldn't be doing the vintage if it wasn't doing really good business. They're not in the business of losing money, or maybe they. I don't. You go down an aisle at Ross and you're like, this is all Star Wars. This is weird. So, anywho, this is R2-BOO25. That means it's R2-BOO is their Halloween thing, and 25 is the year. And it's got this really kind of nice, kind of orange sheen, dark orange and light orange highlights with the black and the green, so that he looks like a pumpkin. He looks like a kind of like a jack-o'-lantern D2. Jacko D2. Of course, it has the cool sort of picture on it in front of what looks like kind of spooky backdrop. It's got things with all of the parts to a droid. The Droid Factory sort of tries to make it sort of seem like, yeah, these are all the functional things that go to a droid and everything. And you can see the Droid Factory write up, multiple languages, and that's very cool. I like these. I've got quite a few of the anniversary or holiday ones, which I like very much. This is new though. The Halloween countdown calendar. If I open it, let's see. There's a little circle sticker here. I'm gonna cut that. Cutteroni. And then you open it up. There's very cool artwork inside. Little porg on a broom, and these are the sort of the countdown panels. It works very much the way like an advent calendar would. You just punch out the different days, and you can see them numbered. 1 is here, and then 2 is down there. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, back up to the thing a little bit, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So for the most part, it looks like kind of what you see is what you get. I know what's inside. I've seen pictures on eBay of what's inside. I wanted to also on Disney's thing, it seemed like they showed you everything that was inside, which was really important for me because the things that I wanted were the R2-D2 C3PO and the BB-8, and maybe the Grogu popping out of a pumpkin, which isn't on here. It must be one of these kind of surprise ones without a picture to it. But I like the way that it's formatted, so let's go ahead and open up and see what's there. Let's start with 1. And day 1 is Grogu as a mummy. Doesn't he look happy? And door number 2 is the adorable BB-8 inside of a pumpkin. Okay, I've smartened up a little bit, and I pre-opened all of the doors, so I should be able just to flip them open. So let's continue the reveals like this. See, this is day one again, was the Grogu mummy, and the number 2 was BB-8 and a pumpkin. 3 is a Boba Fett head that is a candy pail filled with candy. Number 4 is it's a Grogu jack-o'-lantern. I really like that. That's a lot of... I might keep that. That's very cool. Well, I mean keep all of them, but that might have been a good reason to get it also. There's a porg coming out of a jack-o'-lantern or a candy bucket. I can't tell, but it has sort of a first order trooper cut out of the pumpkin. That's very cool. See, on door 6 we have, see, oop, that's C-3PO in his skeleton outfit. Number 7 is a Jawa with a pumpkin. I don't know if that's like a reverse backpack, like that you would carry like a baby in or something. He has kind of a strap. I'm not sure. I'm going to take it out and get a closer look later. And that is an Ewok with a cauldron. It's very cool. I like the look on his face is very fun. Let's see, door number 9 is R2 with the skeleton stuff. This is very cool. I like this of the texture of it. Number 10, because I didn't seal it very well. That is Salacious Crumb with a... Oh, is that a Gamorrean Guard skull? Maybe that's a Gamorrean Guard skull. Let me adjust the camera a bit. Door 11, 12, and 13 are big ones. And that's very cool, because in a Funko calendar, you usually only get kind of one size of things. And in the Disney one, they're like, well, we'll give you a couple sizes. So we'll start with a Jabba with bat wings. Lower that to size. So there's a Jabba with a... Or it's a Hutt. I don't know that that's Jabba. 12 is a Bantha with... Oops. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. It is a Bantha with little devil horns. Oh no, I lost 3PO. Oh my. May I open door 13? No. I'm going to open door 13. So there. And behind door 13 we have a... Oh, that's a Wampa? I think this is a Wampa from Empire. And it has like a Dracula cape. So very cool. Those are the 13. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these all out of the package and we're going to take a closer look at all of them. So let's see them out of the package. When I said before that I wasn't sure who is all in it, everybody is on the back of the package. So I missed that in the first part of the review, is the package. But this is what they look like all open. So I'm going to go over Jawa, little guy. These guys are about, can't be. Let's see. R2 is 3 3/4 scale. But he's probably only about 2 inches, so maybe an inch? An inch and a half at the most for these guys? Well, let me go over R2 first. So I've got him out, and he's super cool. He's got that sheen on him that makes it really shine. The green top. He's got the hole in his head, so he's still Droid Factory sort of compliant. So if you have a hat or something, like maybe you have a top hat, and you think, you know what would look great is a R2-BOO25 and a top hat. You can put a hat on him, or any of the other hats that are at Star Tours. It's got a bit of kind of like the vents have a little bit of kind of gold in them, so that the silver and the gold sort of make a, and it could be that it's just a lighter orange. I'm not sure. A little bit of yellow here. It's really nicely intricate. Whoever created the colorway for this one just really did a good job. There's not too much. It's not obnoxious. It's just enough to set it off, but also to give it a little bit of contrast. But between the sheen and sort of the different color oranges, it's just really nice. And that is R2-BOO25. the 2025 Halloween Droid Factory character. And of course, there are other ones online, so if you want to find them, just search for Droid Factory Halloween, and they come right up, hopefully. Now that I've said that, I was like, I don't know if I want to commit to that, but I already did. So, this is a Jawa with a, oh gosh, it's got a little, I don't know what those things are called, courier bag? Maybe it's a courier bag, but it's a jack-o'-lantern courier bag. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It's got a little face on it. I don't know if there's been a Jawa who carries stuff in that way, so I'm not sure what it refers to, or if it's just meant to be what I just said. So, but it's still really cool. These guys kind of have the same sort of feel as like a pencil eraser, kind of, except they're more substantial. But it seems like they're made out of that same material. Lots of layers, lots of it just feels like, this isn't paint as much as it's just a layered thing, and it's on top of everything else. Even the eyes are seem like they're layered on and stuff. It's very cool. But this Ewok with a cauldron, it's very cool. A little witch's hat. He's brewing up something. That is an Ewok with a cauldron. That's very cool. This is the Grogu jack-o'-lantern. Very cool, very simple, really nice. Like I said, its texture is layered in there. That's really sculpted deep, or maybe this is pushed on the backside of something. There's no seams or anything, so I'm clearly wrong. Well, there's a seam that kind of goes across like that, but that's not enough to sort of prove what I'm saying one way or the other. Cool little stem. This would look really nice on your display, your Halloween display, for these characters. Salacious Crumb with what I think is a Gamorrean guard skull. Not absolutely sure. It's very cool. That's very fun. The paint is so clear. That's why I think it's layered. It's just, the paint is so sharp and so nice. And there's different colors. And for every different color, it seems like whatever the different color is, it's layered on top of it. And it isn't part of it and painted. It's just, they were like, oh, okay, now we add the lighter one to the gray one, and then we add these. But there's Grogu as a mummy, and that's very fun. It's a very fun expression. Very cool. It looks great next to the, maybe he's reacting to having a Grogu jack-o'-lantern. He's like, oh my god, look at that. That's so cool. That is me. Which is very cute, and now I've just given you a suggestion of how to display him. You are welcome. This BB-8 inside a jack-o'-lantern with his characteristic kind of dials on there. And again, those feel like they were pasted inside the holes. Very cool little jack-o'-lantern on top of the head, and one more on the back. A little BB-8 sticking out. It's very cool. That's a lot of fun. These are all a lot of fun. This is appropriately the holiday special Boba Fett visage. You remember the holiday special had that Boba Fett, but it was sort of a pale blue, and this one is a pale blue. It has I think that's supposed to be candy sticking out. That's definitely a handle, but the handle doesn't move. It would have been cool if the handle had moved, so one of your characters could maybe carry this. Oh, you could have had the holiday edition Boba Fett, that Target exclusive, hanging off of your Black Series Boba Fett. So, I understand why they did this version. It's the holiday special version. Even though the holiday special was a Christmas, still makes perfect sense. A Porg coming out of a first order jack-o'-lantern. It's very cool. I like how they didn't repeat this or the jack-o'-lantern cap like on BB-8. They're like, no, that's enough. We'll do the Porg differently, but the Porg is very cool. That is really nice. see, Jabba or just a hut. I'm not really sure. With bat wings, very cool. He's got a base, which I really appreciate because you can't just stand a Jabba up most of the time. Got the little arms, and the eyes are really cool, really expressive. Just a really nice figure there. The bantha with the with the red. I missed the red devil tail, but he's got devil horns, and he's got his regular horns. He's got his hair over his eyes because he's very cool. He's part bantha, and he's part beetle, I guess. But that is a really cool character. Really, it's much bigger than some of the other characters. Of course, the Wampa. The Wampa is the I think this is Wampa. I keep calling him a Wampa anyway. The light gray of the horns, the kind of the smirk, the gray steel eyes, the Dracula cape is very cool. I don't imagine if you're trying to get that cape off, maybe no. I don't think that. I think there'd be an indentation in the back of him that cape goes into, that it's glued to. So I don't think you could just have a bantha without the cape. But you're welcome to try. But he's very cool. And then the reason that I got it in the first place is R2-D2 and C3PO. Now R2-D2 has a skeleton, and the skeleton is embossed. It feels like it's on top of that. And the helmet, or sorry, the dome feels like everything is just kind of layered on top of each other. The feet are a little indistinct, a little small, but stands up fine, no problem. C3PO has the characteristic one sort of gray silver leg and one gold leg with the foot sticking out a little bit. That's cool. Got the skeleton on the back. So does R2. Has a skeleton on the back. It's just a really cool figure. They look really good, and they have matching outfits because they're buddies. Of course, the rib cage is just enormous on R2 and just super tiny on him. You could also do a Force Awakens trilogy version and just have the three of these guys together. That's very cool. You could have a little bit of a crossover because R2 has met Grogu, so you could have Grogu join the group, and I don't know, you could have any of these guys. These guys are dynamite together. They're just really nice. So I haven't heard of the countdown calendar for Disney, and that's something I'm definitely going to be looking for closer to Christmas to see if they put out one toward Christmas. I enjoy the Funko ones, are fun, but my problem with the Funko ones has been that sometimes you're getting a lot of duplicates, but some of them are glittery and some of them aren't, and I just want all of the characters to be unique if I'm sort of paying for the calendar. And I get it, some people get it real cheap after Christmas, and that's a really cool idea too, and some of those figures are amazing, but but that is it for this edition. So until next time, enjoy your toys.